only true prospect of advancement for the average Nord is to earn a seat at one of the raiders' vassals. Each year, immediately following the Cap de Grosse, hundreds of freemen flock to the southern coastal towns where the longboats dock. Among those that do make the trip, only a few are selected to join the raiding parties. When the plan is to sail in the enemy waters and land on enemy shore, isolated and cut off from reinforcements, a captain wants to be surrounded only by the finest, strongest, and most dependable. For those, however, that do make the journey and catch the eye of one of the captains, the sky's the limit. The wealth that can be earned in the single successful raid far eclipses anything a Nord might hope for while working in one's own land. If particularly lucky, a raider could secure enough captives, wealth, and booty to truly secure his household and devote himself entirely to the perfection of his martial abilities. In time, armed and armored by the wealth of the southern kingdoms, and forged in the heat of battle and ruthless cold of the north, the raiders could hope to ascend to the rank of Huscarl, a dedicated elite warrior bearing arms for his Jarl.
Raiders are the lifeblood of the Nords faction. In order to field raiders as a mainstay, you have to have either a Jarl or a Shaman. You can also use a Volva, though here raiders are restricted. Alright, let's get into some of the details of the raiders. First off, the raiders are infantry type, and they are light class, so they can not secure objectives, but they can contest them. They have a movement of 5. The raiders have a volley of 1. The raiders' clash is 2, with 2 attacks, and then they have 1 wound each. Now, one of the good things is that they have a resolve of 2, but their defense is only at a 1, and they have no evasion. Barrage 1 at 12 inches. Now, this is a really cool feature. I really like this small, short-range attack. In case you're not close enough to charge, you can go ahead and do your barrage and then charge the next round. Flurry is a great rule. It allows you to re-roll failed hits in a clash, so this makes the raiders good for clashing. Throwing weapons gives the raiders impact hits. Now this is great, so if you didn't have enough distance and you had to move and then charge and you weren't able to actually do the clash yet, this gives you those hits right away. So I really like throwing weapons. If you want an additional stand for the raiders, it's going to cost you 45 points. Adding a shield biter will cost you 35 points, and it'll add 2 to the charge roll. He also gives +1 attack to any character in the regiment. A captain will cost you 15 points, and you can choose to increase your class heaviness. It'll also give any character +1 clash while dueling. The last 2 options are the standard bearer at 15 points and a leader at 10 points. So my overall impression of the raiders are they're a great unit. They're fun to paint and assemble. They do some different poses. Their characters that lead them, the regiments, are really cool, like the shield biter here. But they're kind of fragile. They're gonna, die pretty easily, and there's a lot of other regiments that'll destroy them pretty quickly. So, you got to protect them and take advantage of the barrage and throwing weapons special rules. Both of those will give you a little bit of advantage to keep them in the game a little bit longer. Thank you for joining me. I know this video took a long time to come out, but I just moved recently and went through a couple personal problems in my life. Now I'm back on making videos, and I should be doing them more on a regular basis. So check back soon.